Hey guys, what is going on? Finally, I am back. Felt like the All-Star break was forever. Didn't have much to do. I played some golf on DraftKings. That didn't go too well. Some Canadian Football League as well on DraftKings. Tried to find something to do when MLB was not available. So, I think it was only, 4 days, but man, it felt forever. Felt like forever. So, definitely glad MLB is back at business. So hope you guys had a good break. So I'm going to start a new thing for you guys. Every Friday is going to be free lineup Friday. Just decided to do that for you guys. So once a week I'll give whoever emails me a free lineup. Just to do that for you guys for subscribing and everything like that. So like I said, Friday will always be a free lineup Friday. And that is obviously going to be starting here today. So definitely, I'll have my email in the comment section. You guys can message me, and I'll send you guys that free lineup for Friday. And if you haven't checked out my Twitter yet, definitely go on over there and check it out as well. If you need help or anything like that, just message me on Twitter, or you can message me on email. And we can talk and everything like that. If you are interested in premium lineups for MLB, let me know. If you are interested in that. If not, I'll still give you guys free advice. So, already with that being said, let's get into today's pre-lineup for July 15th for Friday. We got 14 games today on the main slate. We got one or two weather conditions, not too much. So, I have noticed a lot of players that used to be in the 2,500s have definitely jumped up in price, so that's a little interesting there. But anyway, let's get into it. So this definitely is a GPP lineup. I'm going to go with Anthony DeSclafani here. He's actually been half decent. He hasn't played too much this year, 2.23 ERA, but I'm liking him. Since he's been starting, I think he has had, 4 starts, 45, 51, 38, and 39. He strikes out quite a bit as well. So I like Anthony DeSclafani quite a bit here for only $7,200. And let's go into here. I went into the stats a little bit more than usual in the last video, and you guys look like you guys enjoyed me going more in depth into why I'm picking each player. So I will definitely continue that. So let's get into it. So as you see, the Brewers don't have too much success against him. Kirk Neuenheim, he's 2 for 2 against him with his Volvo and ISO skyrocketing. So, but besides that, nothing else. Hernan Perez, he's only had 1 hit against him. So, not too much exposure to Milwaukee. But when he did face him, it looks like he did half decent. Braun didn't do anything. Lucroy didn't do anything. So, looks like he did pretty good against the Brewers. The K rate, that's the only bad thing, 19.1 for all of them. He hasn't really faced them much, but I think he should get about 6-7 strikeouts, and everything else across the board doesn't look too bad. His home runs against righty and lefty split doesn't look too bad. So I like Anthony DeSclafani. I really do. I think he's going to be a cheap pitcher. Like I said, he's $7,000. Not many people will have him at all. I do like him. Also, Bud Norris, if you want to go that way. He's $200 cheaper than DeSclafani against against the Diamondbacks. They've been struggling. Diamondbacks have as well, but they can hurt you if they do get going. But Norris, he's looked half decent since he's been in LA. So Norris or DeSclafani for cheap options, I really do like him. So that is who I'm going to be going with there for the pitching position. Alrighty, let's move on. We got Mr. Salvador Perez. So this guy's been just on fire. Had a home run in the Star game. As you see in his last 3 out of his last 4 games, he's had 20 or more fantasy points, and that was all against Seattle. So I think he is definitely stepping it up. $3,400. Taking on Verlander, as we know, Verlander not too bad this year. He's been up and down in his last couple starts, but the big thing here for me is that Salvador Perez, Against Verlander in his career, has a lot of success. In 41 plate appearances, he's batting 500 against them. Walva at 528, which is out of the out of the area code. I really like that. ISO at 289, and his home runs per plate appearances are .49. So his power, which is his ISO, is really high against Verlander, plus he gets on base. So I really like Perez here against Verlander. As you see, 41 plate appearances, 5 average against him as well. So not really liking too many other guys, maybe Posey, but not many other, like I said, not many other people standing out to me. I really like Mr. Perez, and he's, relatively cheap, so I'm just going to go pick him. All right, we're going to move on to first base. So my first option here, if you guys can afford him, is Brandon Belt here against Andrew Cashner. He owns Cashner in his career, plus Belt has been, he's been really consistent as well. Like I said, he is 4,100. He's getting up there, but, I think the Giants will light up Cashner tonight. And as you look at his splits and everything like that, Belt 316 against Cashner, 404 Walva, ISO at 263. His home runs per plate appearance is 0.43. So I really like that. Plus he's hitting 295 against in the pitching. So I really like Belt. If you guys can afford him. If you cannot afford Belt, which you may not be able to, I'm going to go with Mark Reynolds. Hopefully he's going to start, which I think he should. 9 homers, 38 RBIs, taking on Harrell. 1.32 ERA. Don't let that fool you. In his career, he has an ERA over 4. So I think he's only had one start, and it was against Colorado. I think it was against Colorado. But anyway, I was looking at it. Mark Reynolds, he was 3 for 4 against Harrell with a home run. So as I said, not much to look at when you're going head-to-head, but as you see, 750 average against him, 894 Walva, 750 ISO. Obviously, these are really small numbers, but if he's going to start, 3 for 4 against the guy, I'll take it. I mean, he's relatively cheap as well, as I said. So, but if you don't want him, Brandon Belt is my number one option. So that is who I'm going to go for at the first base position. Alrighty, we are going to move on to second. We've got Mr. Robinson Cano. He just got destroyed in the home run derby against Stanton, 24-7. He just looked terrible out there. I think he gave up. Didn't really, didn't have a chance. So I like Robinson Cano here against Doug Fister. Doug Fister, he's been half decent, but Seattle Mariners have been giving him a little bit of issues here in the past. So Cano, he's been half decent as well. Had 28 fantasy points on the 10th, 21 homers, 58 RBIs with a 313 average. And his price is pretty cheap, $3,500. I thought he'd be in the $3,800, $3,900 department, but he was not. So, and as you see, 6 plate appearances, so not too much against Doug Fister. 400 average, 420 Volva. Hasn't done anything in the home run department, but as you see, his versus pitcher split, 316 against righties, Volva 388, ISO 203. His home run per plate appearances is .38. So I really like Robinson Cano quite a bit. Like I said, he is relatively cheap as well, and I'm gonna pick him. I really like him here tonight. All right, we're gonna move on here to the shortstop position, and we're gonna go with Brandon Crawford here against Andrew Cashner. 281 average for the year. Does really good against Cashner. Like I said, I think Giants can get to Cashner here tonight. Crawford, he's pretty cheap, $2,900. As you see, 37, 6, and 19 in his last 2 out of his last 3. So I really like that. 20 plate appearances against Cashner, 375 average, 431 Walva. Not much in the home run department, but when he does hit against them, he can get. As we know, Crawford's just a base hitter, double kind of guy. So I like him. He's, as I said, he's cheap against Cashner. He's been struggling this year. I'm going to take my bet on Crawford to get you about 12 points here tonight. All right, next is Kyle Seager. I think, yeah, there we go, Kyle Seager. once again against Fister. But man, these numbers, as I said, Seattle gives Fister some, a little bit of a fight for his money. 400 average, kind of the same as Cano. 499 Volvo, which is really good. ISO at 400, and his home run per plate appearance is .100, so that is really high. So he is home run prone here today against Doug Fister. Kyle Seager, he was on a tear before the All-Star break. 25, 9, 12, 28, and 16, and he's still only $3,200. So I'll take that. Really, really cheap. Really matchup against Doug Fister, as you saw. He's a home run prone here today, so I'm going to take my shot with Fister. All right, we're going to move on to the outfield. We are almost done with this lineup. Going to go with Mike Trout, obviously, against Miguel Gonzalez. So his average, not too good head-to-head, but when he does get contact as well, the 450 ISO is an unbelievable 692, and his home run for plate appearances .23 1 against him. So if you thought Seager was good, Mike Trout, as we all know, really good, and you see his splits against righties. So as I said, 231 against him, but Mike Trout is Mike Trout, 322 average. I really love this matchup here against Gonzalez. As we know, not the best pitcher out there, 4.39 ERA, so taking my shot with Mike Trout. All right, next, Mookie Betts against Michael Pineda. We got a 294 average. That's not too bad, 18 plate appearances, but he really does good in the power department, a 471 ISO, and a .111 home run per plate appearances for Betts. So I love Betts, plus his price went down to $3,500 here against Pineda. Betts loves that fastball, so I think he's going to do half decent here against the really struggling Pineda this year with a 5.38 ERA. So love me some Mookie Betts as usual. All right, last but not least is Tyler Naquin. One of the guys that his price went up $3,400. But man, Cleveland was really hot to close out the first half, and as you see, he's taking on Irvin Santana. He's not as good as he used to be. Naquin only has 2 plate appearances against him, but he has 1,000 batting average, 900 WAVA. Can't really say too much about that, but he hits 324 against right-handed pitch. WAVA at 417, ISO 281, so he really kills right-handed pitching. Plus, if you look at him, 314 average, 9 homers, 22 RBIs, 22, 27, 22. I really, I like Tyler Naquin tonight. I don't think many people have him either. So definitely a GPP play. That is kind of what I'm looking at. As I said, rough draft as usual. If you can get Mr. Belt in there, I would recommend that. But as I said, this is a GPP. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, guys. If you do enjoy the video, leave a like. I do appreciate it. If you guys want me to keep doing the in-depth kind of analysis on my lineups, I think you guys do like it. So I'll keep doing that if you want me to. And as I said, today is Free Lineup Friday. So, each Friday I'll give you guys a free premium lineup. All you have to do is just email me. I'll have my email in the comment section, and I'll send that out to you 30 to 45 minutes before the lineup lock for the main slate here today. So, all right, like I said, if you do enjoy the video, leave a like. I appreciate it. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button for more MLB advice. Alrighty, guys, hope everyone has a good Friday and a good start to their weekend.